rain forecast. News 18. Weather from where you live.
Well, this is the anniversary of an historic heat wave. July 22nd through August 1st of 1999. We had about 15 days in the 90s to right around 100. And for about 15 consecutive nights, temperatures didn't drop below the 70s to right around 80. And when you combine near record high dew points of near 80 with temperatures around 100, the heat indices were as high as 125. At the Purdue Airport on July 30th, we had for 3 hours temperatures around 100, dew point around 80, and the heat index as high as 120. These were the highs on July 30th with the peak of the heat wave. 100 Rochester, Logansport, Whitestown, 99 at the Ag Farm, but the airport hit 100. Delphi hit 99. And this is the big upper ridge that caused the tremendous heat wave. And we had quite a bit of rain that summer, so all that moisture evaporating with the upper ridge made for the high heat indices. Over 300 people killed directly by the heat during that time period. Now tonight we just have some patchy fog to deal with and some low clouds around and maybe a lingering shower in the far southeast. Otherwise, it's kind of the same song and dance. Spotty storms tomorrow and Saturday and even into Friday with highs in the 80s, lows in the upper 50s to the 60s. And even though we'll get into the upper 80s on a couple days next week, no widespread 90s seen. Now there's our big upper low, our big pool of cold air loft spinning here. There's a disturbance kind of pivoting on the backside. See that right here in Wisconsin? This is what will dive southward and pop a few more storms tomorrow afternoon. 82 tomorrow, Lafayette, Attica, Romney, 79 Logansport, and will be in the low to mid 80s Friday from the 81 at Burlington, 83 Attica, 82 at Lafayette. Nothing more than a lingering shower or two in the southeast for the overnight. Otherwise, just some fog and some patchy low clouds developing, but those burn off. Again, the cumulus clouds bubble up like cauliflower tomorrow, and by 3 o'clock, notice spotty storms around, about 30 to 35% coverage. They tend to collapse tomorrow evening, and then after some fog tomorrow night, the process starts again on Friday. This is about noon Friday. A few more spotty storms bubbling up, same thing. Friday evening, they all collapse, and some fog on Saturday morning before a few more pop on Saturday itself. And of course, we've got the Colt World Series coming up that will be affected by some of these spotty storms tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday with on average 30% coverage. Now Sunday through Wednesday, the good news is it'll dry out with partly cloudy skies, and during this time period, winds generally out of the west and southwest around 10 miles an hour. And after highs in the low 80s, perhaps mid 80s in some places in the area, Thursday through Saturday will be between 84 and 87 with dry weather Sunday through Wednesday. 7-day forecast after the spotty storms Thursday, Friday, Saturday, dries out Sunday with a high of 84 Monday, and then we're back to 87 Wednesday, and we may find a few storms by the end of next week with highs in the upper 80s, but right up to the 10th, I don't see, any sort of 94 or 95 degree day. It's just going to kind of hang out in the 80s, but the normal high is about 84 or 85, so actually, we're not too far off from normal, finally.
Definitely. I can hang out in the 80s.
Yeah, 80s aren't bad. I mean, some people like the 70s, but it's going to be